Hi students, I hope you understood how to find whether the given number is prime by using the prime factorization, whether it is a perfect cube or not. So now in this today's session we are going to discuss about if it is not a perfect cube, by what number we have to multiply. By multiplying with the least number, how can we make it a perfect cube? So from exercise 7.1, question number 2, if it is not a perfect cube, so if it is not a perfect cube, the given number is not a perfect cube, okay, find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. So the given numbers are not a perfect cubes, and we are going to make them as a perfect cube by multiplying with the least number. Which number? Least number. How we are going to do? So for that, same procedure we have to do, that is prime factorization. So through the prime factorization, you have to make it into triple. Each three numbers as one group, each 3 factors. 2 into 2 into 2, that is one group. 3 into 3 into 3, that is one group. Like that, triples we make, which will be left over. For that we have to see that how many are left over, how many is required to get a perfect cube of that particular number. Then with that we have to multiply. So you will understand with the example, that is question number 2. First bit, 243. So we are going to whether this number is not a perfect cube, but we have to make it a perfect cube by multiplying with the least number. Which number? Least number. Now you see here, solution. So first thing is given as 243. Prime factorization. What you are doing? Prime factorization of 243. That we are going to do first. So first step. So look at this carefully. 243. Is it divisible by 2? No. Now, is it divisible by 3? You know the divisibility rules. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. The sum is divisible by 3. So the whole number is divisible by 3. So 3 table 24, because the first digit is smaller than 3. So 2 and 4, 24. 3 8s are 24. Remainder 0. And 3 1s are. Then again 3. 8 plus 1 is 9. So it is divisible. 3 2s are 6. Remainder will be 2. 8 minus 6, 2. And 1. 21. 3 7s are 21. Next you see. 3 9s are. 3 9s are. Next you see. 3 3s are. Now we got all our prime numbers. So prime factorization. Our 243 can be written as, observe it carefully, 243 is equals to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we observe this one was a perfect cube, means we make into triple as a group. So this is one group. This is one group. This 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now you observe it. Which one is not having one more? How to get it is a triple? How many are required to get as a triple? This 3 into 3, 1. How many are required? Yes, one more 3. So 243 should be multiplied by 3 to obtain a perfect cube. Perfect cube. So 243. Here I am writing. After this I am writing here. Check it. So 243 into 3. What you will get? 243 into 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 4s are 12. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7. Therefore, 729 is perfect cube. 729 is perfect cube. He didn't ask you to write this number, but I am explaining which number is a perfect cube. 243 is not a perfect cube. We know. How we know? When we group into triples, This 3 is not having one more. This is required one more 3. So if you multiply with one more 3, then it will become a perfect cube. Then it will become a perfect cube. Is it clear, children? Yes, is it clear? Right. Now we go to the next question. That is, next question is 675. So 675, in that 675, this also you have to do prime factorization. 675, this is the given question. Now prime factorization of 675. So 675, now you check it whether is it divisible by 2? No. Now is it, by seeing the number we can say, because the ending digit is 5, it is divisible by 5. It is divisible by 5. Or else if you want to check it, 6 plus 7 13, 13 plus 5 is 18, even it is divisible by 3 also. So it is up to you. So 3 table, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, again 3 2s are 6, remainder is 1, 1 and 5, 15, 3 5s are 15. Now check it, is it divisible by 3 again? 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, yes it is divisible. So 3 7s are 21, remainder will be 1 and 5, 3 5s are 15, correct. Next, again it is divisible, 7 plus 5 12, so 3 table, 3 2s are 6, remainder will be 1, 5, 3 5s are 15. Next you see, is it divisible by 3? No. So now with 5 table, it is divisible, 5 5s are. Now you see all are prime numbers only. So 675 is equals to 675 is equals to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Now what is the step we have to do? We have to make as a triple each number you have to, which is repeating 3 times, those 3 as one group. So here these 3 are one group. Now you see which is not having one group, 3, the 5, it is left over only 2 times. It is 2 times. If it is 3 times, then it could be a perfect cube. So it is having only 2. That's why it is not a perfect cube. To get a perfect cube, what number is required? One more 5 is required. That's why what number must be multiplied to obtain a perfect square? So here one more 5 is required. Therefore 675 should be multiplied by 5 to obtain a perfect cube. Is it clear, children? How we are getting a perfect cube? By multiplying. For that what we are doing? First we are taking the prime factorization. In that we are arranging in a triple, each one 3 3, which is repeating 3 times, that is one group. 3 times one group. So which number is having 3 times, which number is having a triple group, with that number we will multiply. Suppose, now listen to me. Suppose here if you don't have this 5 also, only one 5 if you have, then how many 5s are required? 5 into 5, 2 more 5s. 5 5s are is how much? 25. So in that case you have to multiply with 25. Is it clear? Suppose if you have only 5 here, prime factorization, then you need to require more 5 into 5. 5 5s are is how much? 25. So you need to multiply in that case the given number with 25. So now if you multiply, therefore 675 into 5 is equals to 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35 plus 2 37, 5 6 are 30, 30 plus 3 3033, 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 25 plus 2 27, so 5 7s are 35 plus 2 37, 3 will be there, 5 6 are 30 plus 3 33. So this is a perfect cube, but he is not asking us to find this number. He is asking us to do which number is required to multiply. As we just only for our understanding we are multiplying. Is it clear? Up to here only the solution. Just this is how to get the perfect cube. Means if you multiply this, because one more 5 is multiplied. That means here one more 5 will come when you go for prime factorization. When you go for prime factorization. Here also similar way, prime factorization. If suppose only there is only one 3, then you required more 3. 2 times 3 is required. That means 3 into 3 if it is only 1. Is it clear how to get the number? You have to find prime factorization. What you have to find out? Prime factorization you have to do. In that, which number is having a triple, with that number you have to multiply. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now we see the question number 3. That is, before question it is multiplied. Now the question is, by what we have to divide so that it will become a perfect cube. Read the question. Find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be divided to obtain a perfect cube. Now we have to divide so that it will become a perfect cube. Again here also we have to do the prime factorization, and which number is having that not having triple, with that completely we have to divide. Check it. 81 is given. So in this first solution 81, prime factorization you have to find out. Prime factorization of 81. Prime factorization of 81. Observe it. As we know the divisibility rules, the first prime number, least prime number 2, but 2 with the 2 it is not divisible. So we go to the 3. 3 divisibility rule we know, 8 plus 1 9, so the sum is divisible by 3, therefore the number is divisible by 3. 3 2s are 6, the remainder is 8 minus 6 2 and 1 21, 3 7s are 21. Next 27 is there, so 3 9s are 27. Next 3 3s are. Now you see all are prime numbers only, right? We got all the prime numbers, even the last one also. So 81 is equals to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 4 times. Observe it. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. Now you look here, but we have to make a perfect cube means triple. Each number factor must be 3 times. So triple, we are arranging into triple group. So these 3 as one group. Observe it. Now which is not having a triple, so this is not having the triple. So if you divide with this, then that number will be the perfect cube. That number will be the perfect cube. So 81 must be divided. 81 must be, therefore 81 must be divided by 3 to obtain a perfect cube. Perfect cube. Now you see, if you divide 81, so 81 divided by 3. What you will get? 81 divided by 3, that means it is not going. This 3 we are not dividing from this. Okay. So 3 times. When you divide here, what you got? Observe it. When you divide here, what you got? 3 27. So 81 divided by 3 is equals to 27. So which is a perfect cube? 27 is a perfect cube. So 27 is a perfect cube. Perfect cube. He didn't ask you to divide and find out, but we are doing one more step extra. Here we are doing the prime factorization first, and we are arranging into triple group, and which number is left over, with that we are dividing so that the quotient will become a perfect cube. This is the quotient. Is it clear? I hope you understood. Right. We see one more question. 135. Similarly, how to do the prime factorization? That is 135. So prime factorization of of 135. As we know the prime factorization, that is 135. Is it divisible by 2? Is it divisible by 2? No. Is it divisible by 3? 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9. Yes, it is divisible. And is it divisible by 5? Yes, it is divisible, because the units place we have 5, as we know the divisibility rules. Now see that you can divide with 3, either 3 or 5. So if you start with 5, observe it. If you start with 5, 5 2s are 10, because 1 is the smallest number. We are taking 2 digits at a time. 5 2s are 10. Remainder will be 3 and 5, 35. So 5 7s are 35. 5 7s are 35. Next, is it divisible by 5? No, it is divisible by 3. Now you see, 3 9s are 27. Next, 3 3s are 9. Next, that's it. The 3 is a prime number, no need to divide again. That already we got prime number in this place. So 3 3s are 9. Now you check it. Prime factorization, that is 135 is equals to 135 is equals to 5 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now what is the step you have to do? You have to make it triple. Each number which is repeating 3 times, that is one group. So here which is repeating, 3 is repeating, that is having triple group. So if you make triple this as one group, now which is not having a group, which is not having a triple, the 5 is not having a triple. Therefore 135 must be divided by, so therefore 135 must be divided by 5 to obtain a perfect cube. Observe it. 135 must be divided. So 135, if you divide with 5, what you will get? Already you divided in this place. 135 you divided here. So what answer you got? 27. So this 27. So therefore is equals to 27. Here also we got 27. See this? So therefore 27 is a perfect cube. 27 is a perfect cube. Did he ask you in the question to find out which is after division perfect cube? No. We are just doing this step extra. He is asking only to find out by which number we have to divide, so that the quotient will become a perfect cube. Prime factorization you are doing. After finding the prime factorization, you are making a group, triple group, then leftover, with the leftover you are dividing the given number, then it will become, so that it becomes a perfect cube. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? Yes? Right. Now see the next question, question number 4. Parikshit makes a cuboid of plasticine of sides 5 cm, 2 cm, 5 cm. How many such cuboids we need to form a cube? So he is preparing a cuboid like this. So cuboidal shape is there. That cuboidal shape, okay, this is a cuboid. Okay, he wants to make a cuboid of length 5 cm is length, 2 cm breadth, and another 5 cm is height. Now such that cube, how many cuboids can we make a cube? So a big cube he just wanted to present. So how many cubes are required to get a cube like this? So by using this cuboids, he want to convert as a cube. Like that, how many cuboids are required? As we know, cube means triple group must be there. What must be there? A triple group. A triple group. Each factor should be 3 times. Each factor should be 3 times. You see now, the cuboids of plasticide. Sides are mentioned. Sides of cuboid. Sides of cuboid. Or what are those? 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. These are the sides of cuboid. Now you see, if you see, as we know, when cuboid to cube, when we are converting, we find the volume. It is nothing but volume. The greater value from the cuboid volume, that complete task, that we are going to convert into cube. So like that, how many cubes are required? Observe it here. When you go for prime factorization, volume is nothing but 5. L into B into H. Okay. So that is 5 into 2 into 5. If you find the volume, 5 into 2 into 5. Now you observing this prime factor. Already he himself gave the measures of the cuboids are in the prime factorization. They are in the prime factorization. Now you see, you arrange in a proper way, which even this can be written as, or this can be written as 5 into, I am just replacing 5 into 2. Means I just replace this here and this here. Look at this. It will be easy to you to recognize. Now you see, 5 how many times you have? 5 how many times you have? 5 how many times you have? 2 times. And 2 is only 1 time. So to make a perfect cube means what? Each factor should be triple. 3 times it should be. So to get 5 as a triple group, how many are required? How many are required? 1 5 is required. And then this is one cuboid. Are you following? This is one cuboid. Next, 5 one group. To get 5 as a triple, we require one more 5. And to get this as a triple group, to get this as a triple group, how many are required? More 2. 2 into 2, right? So to get a perfect cube, we need how many such cuboids? Look at this. We need here one more 5 is required because it is only 2 times. You observe it here. This is how many times we have? 2 times. So one more 5 is required. 5 and to make a perfect cube, and here only 2 we have. So how many are required? More 2's. So 5 into 2 into 2. Observe it. These many cuboids are required. That means we need 5 into 5 into 4. To get a perfect cube, we need 5 into 2 into 2. Now tell me, 5 2's are 10, 10 2's are 20. Therefore 20 such cuboids, 20 cuboids are required to get a perfect cube. Do you understand why we took in the product form actually cube or cuboid when the volume concept actually indirectly? So here prime factorization 5 into 2 into 5. I just replace 5 into 5 so that it will be easy to you to identify how many more are required to make a triple group. So here one more 5 is required and here 2 more 2's are required. So 5 into 2 into 2, that's why 20 cuboids are required to get a perfect cube. Is it clear? Or else if you multiply 5 5's are 25, 25 into 2 50, again prime factorization you will be getting the same thing. So instead of that we took the same step here, prime factorization, whatever he given, then 20 cuboids are required to make a perfect cube. Is it clear, children? Yes. Yeah. So I hope you understood what we have discussed in today's session. We have discussed about if the given numbers are not a perfect cube, how to make the given number as a perfect cube by multiplying with the least number or by dividing with the least number. For that, what step we have done? First step is prime factorization and arranging those prime factors into triple group. Then which is not having a triple, with that either multiplied or divide. So, and here we have some homework questions for today's discussion. That is exercise 7.1, page number 114, and these are the homework questions. I hope you understood what we have discussed in this today's session. So in the next session we will be discussing about cube root. As we learned in class squares and square roots chapter, square roots chapter, in that we have discussed about square roots, squares, square roots. Similarly here also we see cubes over now, cube root, how to find out, how to obtain a cube root for the given number, that we will be discussing in the next session. I hope you understood. Thank you.